Community Gems!
Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, thank you for taking the time to come and watch our presentation. We are FlyGem. My name is John, and this is Emma, Mohammed, Liam, and Flaviu. And we also have Yasmin, who unfortunately couldn't be here today. So it's pretty safe to say that everyone in this room loves technology, and so much so that we're here to learn to create more of it. FlyGem wanted to create a solution to a problem that we believed tech has helped create, and that is the loss of local communities. Sure, technology allows us to text, talk, see pictures off, and keep up to date with friends, families, and even random strangers across the world. But it's this illusion of connectivity which means that we spend even less time with actual people. So much time with our heads down, sliding into DMs, means we increasingly ignore the people who are actually around us, the people who live in our neighbourhood, the people who we share a building with at work, or the people who use the same local park as we do. So we have created Community Gems, an app designed to bring communities together by working together. Community Gems allows users to post up volunteering events in their community, whether that be helping an elderly neighbour to move some heavy plant pots, or organising a litter pick in your area, or organising a charity fundraiser or street party to help raise funds for a local cause. Our app also allows users to log on and have a look at what events there are in their area. If they see something they like, they can sign up to that event and take part. Once they do, they'll be rewarded with Community Gems. And through our app, we can recognise those people who are really contributing to their local community. I'm going to hand you over now to my colleague Liam, who's going to take you through a quick run through of our app in action. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone. This video presentation that we've made today is to show two users interacting with our app simultaneously. First user being me on the left, second user John on the right. So, upon loading our app, the user will have the opportunity to sign up, sign in, or if they've already previously signed in, they'll have the opportunity it will redirect them straight to our homepage. From our homepage, we can see a list of upcoming events, which are events that the user has joined, or a list of attended events, which are events that they've previously already attended to. Here on the left is our events list screen. This will show a list of local events within a 5-mile radius of your home. We also have a map view to show this, the red pins being the events themselves, and the blue pin being your house. Here on the left, I will be creating the event Angel Meadow Cleanup. Creating an event will allow all users in my local area to join this from their events list page. So once I create this event, this will appear on John's screen. He can go to his events list and he'll be able to join that event, help me in my volunteering. So as you can see here, John is joining this event. So from this event screen, we have opportunity to see the volunteers that are currently going, a bit more information on the event itself, and we also can pull up a map to see in relation where this event is to your home. So the next thing that I'll be showing is, from the volunteers, we can navigate to that user's profile. We can see the amount of gems they've got. We can see the reviews people have left them. And if they've been good, they've been a good volunteer for our event, we can leave a review ourselves, just so that when people are visiting their profile, they'll know if they're doing the right thing, they're a good volunteer. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is our chat. We created the chat to allow users to interact with each other in the event. So how this works is, when an event's created, it will automatically create the event chat, and any user that joins this event will be added to that chat. The reason we did this was because we thought if there was an event that was being created, we wouldn't want to display all of the information. Some users may have questions for other users. For example, here, me asking John if he can bring me some wellies. Then that's the main reason for it. But we thought this would be a nice way of discussing with the other people, bringing a sense of community together. So the next thing you'll see on the left here is from the home screen, we can navigate to our leaderboard. This leaderboard has options to see the UK list, which is a list of all of the users on our app, or local, which filters it down just to the users in your area. This is our profile. So on your profile, you can navigate to people who've left you a review. You can also see the amount of gems you've got. You can change your address, change your bio. You can even change your profile picture, as demonstrated there nicely. And the final thing that I'll be showing you today is how do we award these gems. So the way we do this is if you're the creator of the event, as you saw me create one before, and this event has been and gone, if you go over to your attended list on the home screen, give it a little refresh, that event there will appear. Because I've created it, I can award gems to them volunteers. So anyone in this volunteer will now have them gems. As you can see on refresh, the gems increased. This is done by the timescale of the event will show how many gems that person will get. I'll now pass you over to Emma for some information on our tech stack.
Hi there. So from the start of our projects, we knew that we wanted to create a mobile application. This is for two reasons. One, we didn't create a mobile application on the course, but also we thought it would be a better user experience. People want to check their messages when they're out and about, want to check their maps. So that's why we created a mobile app. We also knew that we wanted to create an application for both iOS and Android. So we chose tech that would allow us to do that. In terms of our tech choices, we all wanted to challenge ourselves a little bit. So with the exception of React Native, which is kind of similar in some aspects to React, all of the technology that we've used is new. So for the front end, as I said, we used React Native. We decided on this because it's got a lot of community support. The documentation's quite good, and it's very feature-rich and compatible with a range of NPM packages. We also paired with this with Expo, which presented its own challenges, as Flavio will talk about a bit later. But it did help with the getting set up for cross-platform. And it also auto-updates as you're typing your code without having to wait too long to see the changes of your code represented in the app. In terms of the backend, we decided to use one of the backend as a service solutions. So we were toying with the idea of either going with AWS Amplify or Firebase. Both had the required features that we needed to build this app. We did some riskiest assumption testing on both for messages and authentication, and we decided that we were going to go with Firebase, purely because it paired well with React Native, and we found that the documentation was a lot easier to get to grips with. And considering we only had 2 weeks for this project, we thought it was a safer bet. So as you can see, we used Firebase authentication. We also used Firebase storage for our photo storage, as Liam demonstrated earlier. We also use Firebase real-time database. So as you can see from the messaging, it updates real-time, which is a handy feature to have for our app. Of course, the database that we used is non-relational, yes, which is not what we used, what we learnt on the course, so that was all new to us, which also presented its challenges, as Flavio will now speak about.
Hi everyone, I am Flavio, and I would like to speak about the challenges that we encountered during this project phase. Like I saw before, all of these technologies was new for us. We never studied any of these on this bootcamp. And also, some of the concepts were new, like relational versus non-relational databases. To be honest, we can design our database in a relational format, but like Emma said before, we choose to challenge ourselves and choose to implement a non-relational one. Why? Because we like how quick can make queries, and also we love the key value storage. But the challenge here is you have to pay attention with your data consistency across your database. For the next one, I would like to have your attention for 1 second. Would you like to see the fastest magic trick in the world? Would you like to see it again? Okay, let's forget about joke. Because today it's about programming, not about the magic. Whenever we faced any issue, any problem, we go straight to documentation. We didn't wait for magic to happen. We study, read, implement what we read, practice. We try to get insights, And after a while, we were able to ask for specifics and ask for help. The idea with Expo, from some reasons, I don't know why, it chose not to work for everyone's phone. And also there are some features that we want to implement, that we want to build, but the compatibility between these packages and Expo, it's, let's say, questionable. In terms of team working, we worked before here in pairs of 2 in this bootcamp, and we managed to have a fluid transition between a pair and the whole team consists of 6 people. That was because basically at one moment we implement some core values and we adopt some agile practices across the project, across our work. And after that, everything was just smoother. I would like to call Mohammed to show us what we learned during this project.
Thank you. So prior to this project, we had only worked as individuals or in pairs. We'd never actually worked in a group. So this project enabled us to learn how to work as a team and and learn new technologies at the same time. So we'd never actually worked with a GitHub repo as a group before. It's always been pairs or individuals. So that came with its own challenges, conflicts, merging problems, pull requests. You know the lot. He's laughing, he knows. But yeah, after a couple of days, it became a smooth transition. We'd learn what to do. Became almost like second nature. So that was very useful to learn. Daily stand-ups were very useful. Taught us how to communicate as a team, outline our daily tasks. Very beneficial. So that was a great thing to learn. Trello board and Slack were also very helpful tools. Taught us, enabled us to help with the organization and communication throughout the project. A quick recap of the tech we learned throughout this project. We learned React Native, Expo, Firebase, and how to use non-relational databases. Now, this project was only for 2 weeks, and learning and making an app, out of technology you've never used before, and making it work as you saw before was extremely challenging, but very enjoyable and very rewarding. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.